NOAA,
Yeah,
since 1895, has readjusted the data to the tune of 2.5 degrees. So they have gone back, not that it was warmer in 1943, but they've just gone back and they made it cooler in 1943 so that it looks warmer now. And they've done this so many times now, and they've adjusted so much of the data that it's 2.5 degrees of whatever they're worried about.
It was 0.7 when this began. What's their justification for going back in 1940
they never
and doing that?
say, and it's beyond 1940, it's to the 30s. They make the 30s less hot and all the way through the 90s and into the 2000s.
We didn't have the wind chill factor back then. That's probably right.
There's no way to actually have a legitimate global temperature, right? How would you get that if you wanted to measure? You'd have to put them all over the place.
It'd have to be consistent.
Consistent patterns.
You'd have to have the same rules for every country.
Exactly.
Some of them are on top of roofs,
right?
some of them are in parking
But is
lots.
that their argument for adjusting it then?
Yeah, so what they do is they adjust the temperatures all the time. The global temperature is really a big scientific equation. It's not just averaging thermometers, right? But in the 1930s, they really didn't have this down. They had very little data to go by, so they've gone back and tried to recreate a lot of it.
And we don't know that that's accurate.
No, we don't. They've been playing with this data for a long time.
They've
been caught many times doing it. They usually are not held to task to explain it at all. They just say, well, we've improved our methods. And because science is typically improving, you're supposed to just go along with it and never question it, because when you question it, you're a science denier. You know, when you are a scientist and you make all the rules as to what science is right and what science is wrong, well, it's impossible for anyone to ever question you. It's the exact opposite of the scientific method, which is supposed to constantly be questioned.